In theaters this weekend, a locally shot movie you might like. A big welcome to hometown actor Matthew McConaughey last night at the Violent Crown Cinema in downtown Austin for an advanced screening of Bernie, a true Texas murder trail by Richard Linklater. Bernie is played by Jack Black, who befriends one of the richest and most hated women in Texas, played by Shirley MacLaine. But when Bernie can't take her demands, he shoots and kills her. Now, the DA can't find a jury that'll convict him, even though he admitted to the crime, because everybody in town feels his actions were justified. Now, the screenwriter stopped by the studio and said the reason the film plays out like a documentary is because of how it's cast.
Those are real-life East Texans who are hired after auditioning in towns like Carthage, Longview, and Texarkana to play their roles, play versions of themselves, and so this only adds to the authenticity.
Now, there's another interesting movie to check out, too, this weekend.
Take a guy who hasn't realized his full potential or doesn't even have much.
Someone like Frank.
Yes, and then help him realize it or find more.
Grungy East Coast college gets a makeover when three girls transform it in Damsels in Distress. Critics have described this one as a mix of Animal House meets Jane Austen. Whit Stillman wrote, produced, and directed the film and says writing a story from a female perspective is much more interesting than the man's side of a story.
Well, I think the romantic situation of the woman is more interesting. You know, ostensibly the guy is supposed to be more aggressive, but actually I think it's interesting the way women can sort of control their romantic destinies without necessarily seeming to.
Damsels in Distress is rated PG-13. Still